Good morning, everybody. I have an excellent and also amazing story to tell. For people who do not know, or may, or I don't know, whatever. I'm Joseph, also the Kuog, Paco, whatever you guys want to call me by. I have an excellent, amazing story, and also it's the whole reason why I'm making this video, to inform you all of an exciting story. Just the other day, I went to go hang out with my uncle. We haven't hung out in a while. First, he took me to Taco Mac. We had some wings. Ordered the hottest wings on the menu. I wouldn't say it's like the hottest wings we've ever had, but I tried them and they're pretty spicy. They're specifically called death wings. I ate about 6 or 7, and he ate 13. We ordered 20 of them. So after that, we went to this place called Aaron Getty's, kind of like a Dave and Buster's. First we got there, we registered for go-kart racing and whatnot, and after that, we decided to go scope out the prizes, so we can do a couple of ticket games and whatnot. So first thing we did was we went to the ticket counter, and I was like, alright, here's a few things I want to probably get us something. Disappearing ink, play some pranks on people, childish stuff. And one of those popper things that, you push down and you can put them on your thumb and they shoot across the room, or, those things. So, scoped out a couple games, watching people do some mountain climbing. And of course, you've got your interesting, hard to play games that require serious strategy, like, the claw games, or little games that have you do like miscellaneous tasks that are usually not so easy. There was one game that kind of was interesting because I was like, I've never seen it before. They have a claw that you can go and you pay $2 to play it, and you try to catch a lobster. They said, you catch it, we cook it. And I was like, oh. I mean, I wasn't hungry, I just ate, but that was interesting. Like, catch a lobster. The chances of getting a lobster and it being only $2, that's a pretty big deal. But, of course, the other games like, Stackers and a couple other games that, that you play that you gotta stack up the boxes and it'll turn a ring to drop maybe like a really expensive prize like iPads, MacBooks, and bikes and Nooks that they had. And they also, there's one game called Barbershop, and that has a thing where you control some scissors and you go and you cut, and controls, you got to be very precise. Well, after a while of playing some ticket games, I kind of decided, I was like, alright, let me go ahead and, go back and try playing Barbershop. Me at the time period had this like really mellow attitude. I was kind of sleepy. So I'm playing it and I'm like, alright, played it one time, it cost $2.25. And played it once and came really extremely close. So I was like, huh. Because, I did that to calculate delay and a couple other timing things. So after that one, figured out how close I was like, huh, maybe I can do that again. So I stepped back and stared at it for like a little bit and just was thinking to myself, calculating how I can do this, what timing it will take, and things of that nature. And was also looking at all the pictures of the people. There was people on the back of the machine. There's pictures of them, of the people who actually won the game. So it was like, oh snap, we won the game. And, you can see all the dates that they did it. And nobody had did it for another 5 months. So I was like, cool. So I was looking at it, and then I tried again, and I cut it. It was like, I don't know how I felt, I cut an iPad 3 down. And I got it and I was like, huh. My uncle next to me, he's like, oh my gosh, dude, man, you got an iPad 3, it's so sweet. He's really excited, and I'm just like, oh yeah. Everybody told me I just must have been in shock. First thing we did was we took it to the ticket counter, and they're like, what is that? Oh my God, you won the iPad. You won the iPad 3. He said, hold on one second. She took the box to the back room and cut off a couple of the little excess, things that they had it on from the machine. And then she was like, "Oh my God," it's an empty box, by the way. She's like, "Oh my God." The coworker next to her was like, she's like, "Oh my God, he won the iPad 3. Oh my God." And then she's like, "Well, what do we do now?" And the guy next to her was like, "Probably we should go take him to go see the manager. He's probably going to want to take his picture or something." So that's what we did. And after that, I went to the manager's office, and, he came and took my picture in front of the machine. I did something like this, holding the iPad next to me. And then he handed it over, and he was like, "Congratulations, man." I was like, me the whole time, I was waiting for him to come back out, and I was like, I bet they're swindling me. I bet they're about to give me some crappy prize, like, "Oh, here, thanks for your effort," or like a ticket to free ice cream or something, something stupid like that. No, he came out with an iPad 3. Gave me the box and everything. It's actually what I'm doing my video with. But yeah, that was my exciting story. I had a really awesome time after that too. Went go-kart racing. It was pretty cool. But alright guys, see you later. That's the story for the day, and comment, subscribe, do whatever you guys wish, It doesn't bother me. See ya.